It's Christmas Eve and Vanessa, Frederick and Melissa are getting ready to go out, as after Christmas, Melissa would be going to boarding school. Frederick walked into the kitchen. "I'm off to shovel the snow," Frederick said, sighing. "Good luck with that," Vanessa said, giggling. Frederick glared at her and went outside to shovel the snow. Frederick walked outside in the snowy garden. He looked at the gate and saw someone walking towards him. It was the postman. He smiled at Frederick and said, "Merry Christmas! Here's your parcel." "Thank you," Frederick said, smiling. "Lovely weather today," the postman said. "Very snowy." "Yes, unfortunately for me," Frederick said. "I have to shovel all this snow." "Well, I better be going," the postman said. "A lot of parcels to deliver for Christmas." The postman walked off. Frederick picked up his shovel and started shoveling the snow off the footpath. "Frederick?" Vanessa called from inside the kitchen. "Ready to go?" "Yeah, I'll come back in now," he called back, throwing his shovel on the floor and walking inside. Melissa was in the kitchen too. They picked up the bags and went outside. They eventually made it to Pooky's pizza place. They sat down at a table and read the menu. Melissa picked up the menu and started reading it as well. Frederick saw her reading and laughed. "As if you can read," Frederick laughed. "Asparagus soup, gingerbread biscuits, ice cream cake, and Christmas dessert pizza," Melissa read triumphantly. "Let me see you reading now, Frederick." Frederick stuck his tongue out at her. "I don't take challenges from a baby." "That's enough of that," Vanessa said. The waiter came over to them. "Good afternoon," he said happily. "What can I get for you today?" "The haggis and sausage pizza, please," Vanessa said. "What would you like, Melissa?" "I'll have the Mediterranean vegetable pizza, please, with extra artichokes and pineapple," Melissa said. "And a side of extra asparagus." "Can I get the plain cheese pizza, please?" Frederick said. "Certainly." He walked off into the kitchen. "Vanessa," Melissa said. "Why is Frederick so dumb?" "I don't know, Melissa," Vanessa said. 10 minutes later, the waiter came back with their food. He placed the plain cheese pizza in front of Melissa, thinking they were for her. "Oh, no, those are for me," Frederick said. "Oh, I'm sorry, I assumed they were hers as they're off the kids' menu," the waiter said. "No, of course not," Frederick said indignantly. The waiter swapped the meals around to the right places. They began to eat the pizzas. "This is absolutely delectable," Melissa remarked. Frederick pulled out his phone. "What does delectable mean?" he mumbled as he Googled it. "Are you Googling the meaning of delectable?" Melissa said. "No, of course I'm not," Frederick said. Melissa ignored him. "It means that this food is umami." "What does umami mean?" Frederick asked Siri. "And just because I know you don't know what umami means," Melissa said, "it means the essence of deliciousness." "How do you have such a wide and stupid vocabulary?" Frederick asked her. "Because I have a brain," Melissa answered rudely. "I thought I told you to give it up, you two," Vanessa said. They finished their food and Melissa went over to the till to pay. "That'll be £26, please," the cashier said. "Don't I know you from somewhere?" Vanessa asked. "You married me and Frederick together." "No idea what you're talking about, miss," the cashier said, smiling. Vanessa gave her the money, confused, and went over to Melissa and Frederick. "We're good to go," she said, picking up her bag. She picked the house keys up off the table and they went outside. "It's snowing!" Melissa said in awe. They went back to their house. They walked inside and Melissa put her bag down on the table. "Well, I guess we'd better start packing you up, Melissa," Vanessa said, sadly. "Yes," Melissa said, hanging her head down. Last Christmas, Vanessa and Frederick told Melissa's mum that they would babysit her for a year. Now that year had come to an end and Melissa was going to boarding school. A teardrop ran down Melissa's cheek. "No, it's okay, Melissa," Vanessa said. "I don't want to go," Melissa said, starting to cry. Boarding school sounds bad. I don't want you to go either, Vanessa said, sadly. They walked upstairs to Melissa's bedroom. Vanessa pulled out Melissa's suitcase from under her desk. They started to put Melissa's belongings into them. Once they finished, Vanessa picked up the bag. The taxi should be coming any minute, Vanessa said, sadly. They all sat around the table waiting for the taxi. After a few minutes, Vanessa's phone rang. It was Melissa's mum, May. Hello? Vanessa asked. Hello, Vanessa, Melissa's mum said. So, you know how a year ago you said that you would babysit Melissa till this Christmas? Yes, Vanessa said cautiously. Well, May said, you're going to be babysitting her for another year. She hung up the phone before Vanessa could object. Wait, what? Vanessa said in surprise, turning to Melissa. You get to stay with us, she said excitedly. Melissa's face lit up. Really? Yes, Vanessa said as she picked Melissa up and gave her a hug. Frederick went and gave them a hug as well. He had a tear of happiness running down his face. Vanessa and Melissa looked at him in surprise. Wait, you're happy I'm staying? Melissa said, confused. No, Frederick said. Yes, you are, Vanessa said. They all laughed. Okay, time for bed now, Melissa, Vanessa said. Melissa went to sleep, having had the best Christmas Eve ever.